Today we are going to go through the poem The Last Lesson of the Afternoon by D.H. Lawrence. So who was D.H. Lawrence? His full name was David Herbert Richards Lawrence. Born in 1885 and died in the year 1930. His birthplace was Eastwood, Nottinghamshire, England. Four of his most famous novels include Sons and Lovers, The Rainbow, Women in Love, and Lady Chatterley's Lover. So moving on to the poem Last Lesson of the Afternoon. Okay. So this poem speaks about the emotional struggles that the teacher undergoes, right? And how the teacher feels completely drained out and disconnected from their students. Let's begin with the poem. When will the bell ring and end this weariness? So right away we feel the teacher's exhaustion. They're counting down the minutes, longing for the school day to end. Here the word weariness means physical tiredness as well as emotional and mental tiredness. Okay. The next line. How long have they tugged the leash and strained apart my pack of unruly hounds? Here the teacher compares the students to unruly hounds. Okay. This metaphor paints a vivid picture of chaos and resistance. The students are considered wild, unmanageable, and unwilling to cooperate, making the teacher's job even harder. So again the frustration continues in the following lines. I cannot start them again on a quarry of knowledge they hate to hunt. I can howl them and urge them no more. So in this, the metaphor they use is they compare teaching to hunting. Okay. And the teacher is trying to guide the students towards a quarry of knowledge, but the students have no interest in the chase. It's as if the teacher is pulling them forward, but they refuse to move. The next stanza. No longer now can I endure the brunt of the books that lie out on the desks, a full 60 of several insults of blotted pages and scrawl of slovenly work that they have offered me. So this part shows the teacher's breaking point. So the brunt here refers to the emotional toll of dealing with the careless and sloppy work of the students. And the blotted pages, it says, and even the scrawl, this word scrawl, symbolizes the student's lack of effort and respect, making the teacher feel insulted. So can you imagine putting your heart into something and getting this kind of response? It's demoralizing, and Lawrence captures it so well here. So the next lines are a powerful moment of self-reflection. So in these lines we see, I'm sick, and what on earth is the good of it all? What good to them or me? I cannot see. So the teacher questions the purpose of their work. Why should I work? For whom should I work here? Okay. The teacher is exhausted and can't see any benefit for himself or herself or their students. It's a moment of despair and existential doubt for the teacher. Moving on to the next stanza. So shall I take my last dear fuel of life to heap on my soul and kindle my will to a flame that shall consume their dross of indifference and take the toll of their insults and punishments? I will not. So here the teacher considers whether he should or she should use the last energy to inspire the students, but the teacher decides against it. The dross of indifference, okay, represents the students' apathy. It's the teacher refuses to fight anymore. Okay, you do whatever you want. I'm not gonna do anything to it. Okay. The teacher then declares in the next stanza, I'll not waste my soul and my strength for this. What do I care for all that they do amiss? So this 2 lines is a moment of rebellion. The teacher decides to stop caring about the student's mistakes or about the lack of effort from the student. It's a way of protecting the teacher. Okay, it's a way of protecting oneself against, not against, but it's a way of protecting themselves from further emotional exhaustion. Okay, I don't want anything. I don't want to change anybody. You be as if you are. Okay, I'm just going to do my work here. That's it. So the next few lines are, what is the point of this teaching of mine and of this learning of theirs? It all goes down the same abyss. So abyss means some void, okay, nothingness, and all the effort seems to disappear. So the teacher questions the value of teaching and whether it's making any difference at all to the students. So the poem continues. What does it matter to me if they can write a description of a dog or if they can't? What is the point to us both? It is all my art. Here, the teacher expresses how meaningless the student's work feels. Okay, the phrase "it's all my aunt," it's all my aunt, suggests absurdity, like it doesn't matter at all, right? And the poem ends with the following stanza: I'd not and will not, they won't and they don't, and that's all. I shall keep my strength for myself, they can keep theirs as well. Why should we beat our heads against the wall of each other? I shall sit and wait for the bell. So, in these final lines, the teacher detaches from the student. Right? They decide to conserve the energy. The teachers decide to conserve the energy, and instead of wasting it on uninterested students. The phrase here, beat our heads against a wall, perfectly captures the uselessness of the teacher's efforts, right? And that's the poem. It's a powerful exploration of burnout, frustration, and emotional toll of the teaching. But it's also a reminder of something deeper, that learning can't be forced, it has to come from within. So, what do you think? Is this poem a critique of the education system, or is it about something more personal? So, you share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more poetry breakdowns. Until next time, keep exploring the beauty of words. Thank you so much.